Hello, I'm Lenore Moudou. Vincent McCurry is off today. This is Africa 54. The World Health Organization says the number of Ebola deaths in 4 West African countries, including Nigeria, now stands at 729. The United States is warning travelers to avoid any non-essential trips to hardest hit countries as health officials scramble to contain the fast-moving and highly infectious virus. VOA's Salinas has our report.
A medical team in Liberia carries the body of yet another Ebola victim. After burying it carefully, teams return their focus to the living, like this Ebola patient in Guinea. The rapid spread of the virus has medical teams rushing to contain the outbreak, but with the death toll now topping 725, medical workers are having a difficult time keeping up, especially over such a broad area. Deaths have been reported in Liberia, Guinea, Sierra Leone, and Nigeria. Now some governments and aid groups are temporarily pulling out workers, like these U.S. Peace Corps volunteers departing Guinea. The U.S. State Department and Centers for Disease Control and Prevention are working to fly back U.S. citizens and staff directly affected by the Ebola virus. State Department spokeswoman Marie Harf.
Every precaution will be taken to move the patients safely and securely, to provide critical care en route, and to maintain strict isolation upon arrival in the United States.
The CDC on Thursday warned against all non-essential travel to the countries most affected, Liberia, Guinea, and Sierra Leone. The crisis has prompted Liberian President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf and Sierra Leone's President Ernest Koroma to pull out of a U.S. Africa Leaders Summit in Washington next week.
We're saddened that President Sirleaf and President Koroma will not join us during the summit. We understand what they're doing and why they had to make the tough decision not to come to Washington, but to stay at home and address this critical problem.
The State Department Chief for African Affairs, Linda Thomas-Greenfield, says summit leaders will hold side meetings on the Ebola crisis, and the U.S. will continue to support the countries affected.
We're engaging very closely with them now. We have CDC people on the ground. We're providing technical assistance. We're providing equipment.
As a sign of growing global concern, the World Health Organization is launching a $100 million joint response plan with West African nations aimed at battling the unprecedented Ebola outbreak. Mary Alice Salinas, VOA News, Washington.